competition. We're down to semifinal action in Top Stock Eliminator. Top Stock, well, it's one of the more exciting muscle car classes that the NMCA sponsors. Let's take a brief look at some of the rules these Top Stockers run under.
And basically, of course, they have to be stock body chassis, engine, fuel is gasoline, no nitrous, and DOT tires in the front, drag slicks on the rear.
In the far lane, it will be Larry Pulowski from Twin Lake, Michigan, a beautifully turned out 66 Barracuda, and the 68 Camaro of Skip Rose from Akron, Ohio. The Camaro and SS 396, Pulowski in one of those rare Formula S 273 cubic inch low car small block V8 Barracudas. A big spot, of course, to the Twin Lake car. Did he have enough? No. Larry Pulowski pulled out the win with a 14.50 on a 15-second dial. The other semifinal pairing featured Rick Bess against Charlie Booz Jr., both a pair of Torinos. However, Rick Bess was lucky to be here because he had a little problem. He was racing T.D. Holland from Huntington, Tennessee with that 68 Motors AMX when all of a sudden he broke an axle, turned completely sideways in the track. Rick Best was the winner, though. Why? T.D. Holland red lighted, and Rick Best would move in to the semifinal action. Now back in that semifinal action, both cars will stage very carefully. 460 cubic inches for Rick Best's 70 Torino, 468 inches for Charlie Cruz's 71 Torino. Give the starting line advantage to the 71 Torino out of Marion, Pennsylvania. But picking up the victory would be Rick Best with a 12:01 on a 13-second dial-in. Ready to go with another class you haven't seen, Stock ET. Now, it's run ET bracket style, but it does have some very definite restrictive rules because this is the National Muscle Car Association. The body has to be stock. There are no restrictions on the engine, but you can only run gasoline, and no restrictions on nitrous oxide. The tires must be DOT, and speaking of tires, and these two guys are Jason Foster from Hornsby, Tennessee, 68 Nova against Bobby Barrett from Danville, Kentucky, 66 Chevy 2. Red light start for Barrett, giving the automatic victory in the championship to Jason Foster.
The championship for Foster's for this event, only the world championship for the entire year, was won by Randy White.
Here we go with Top Stock, our final Rick Best, the 70 Torino 460 powered against that little small block Formula S 1966 Barracuda with only 273 cubic inches. Larry Pulowski from Twin Lake, Michigan against Rick Best from Ona, West Virginia.
Now watch the tree closely, a big spot on this one. 13 seconds and 15 flat are the indexes.
Both cars complete the staging ceremonies. Good reaction for Rick Best, a 5:94 reaction time. Looks like he's got Larry Pulowski easily in his sights. He'll try and track him down now. 2 seconds difference at the Christmas tree. Rick Best will pick up the win barely. Runs a 12 flat, 114 miles per hour to Pulowski's losing 13.99. Now a brand new class just added to the NMCA this year is Easy Street. The participation has been tremendous. Let's take a look at the rules in Easy Street. Our first semifinal pair from Pascagoula, Mississippi, the 79 Camaro of Tony Maples against Kenny Lafferty from Cool Springs, Louisiana. 5:58, the best ball for Tony Maples as he's out front and will go into the finals with a 9:98 at just under 140 miles per hour. Then there will be a single run into the finals for Lawrenceburg, Indiana's Gary Rowe. 1980 Mustang. Meanwhile, Brett Kepner was down on Manufacturers Midway looking at a special project car. One of the other more popular street classes, the NMCA contests at all of their events, is called Limited Street. Let's take a look now at the rules, and then we'll be back with the Limited Street. the Limited Street semifinals. Danny Huff from Austell, Georgia, 1965 Nova Supersport against Guy Richardson from Georgetown, Kentucky, a 1986 Mustang. Give the win to Danny Huff with a 10-17 at 96 miles per hour. And in that other semifinal pairing in Limited Street, Steve Cohen from Lakewood, New Jersey, 1970 Torino in the far lane against Dale Cherry from Hatboro, Pennsylvania, the 1986 Buick V6. What a wheel for Dale Cherry. Talk about a V6 making some horsepower. He's broke the front suspension. Hopefully he'll even finish. Steve Cohen picks up the victory with a 998. Easy Street is ready for their final right now. Gary Rowe, the #1 qualifier out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Lady Mustang against this man, the 1979 Camaro of Tony Maples from Pascagoula, Mississippi. Rowe's 80 Mustang, 356 cubic inches of forward power. The 79 Camaro, 406 big block cubic inches. Good green light start, give the starting line advantage to Tony Maples. A 5:40 reaction time to Rowe's 5:66 side by side down to the quarter mile. Gary Rowe 999, just under 140 miles per hour. Next up, Limited Street Finals. This is Danny Huff from Austell, Georgia, the 65 SS Nova against Steve Cohen, the 70 Torino from Lakewood, New Jersey. A 6:17 slow reaction time for Danny Huff. Cohen cut a 487 ball, but look at Huff roll. 9:21 elapsed time. He won it with horsepower.